Yes. Jai Hind and hello everyone. Welcome back to Crack Grade B. This is Sunil Janged, and in today's lecture we shall cover some of the practice questions regarding adjective, right? Your chapter will be adjective and we shall cover practice questions as well as concepts, right? So we shall discuss both the things, practice questions and concepts. So chapter, as you know, adjective, and in your banking exams this chapter is very prevalent, right? Many questions from this chapter or adjective and adverb, both the chapters are important. We can get so many questions from the chapters. So uh, we have to focus on this chapter and I will tell you the concepts as well, right? So let us start. Adjective, first sentence you have before you. First sentence is, I could see smoke coming towards windows of the opposite house. This is very nice question. Yes. Okay. You know, in this sentence you have a noun and the noun is house, right? Noun is house. And before this noun, this word is opposite. This word opposite is an adjective, right? You know what is the concept? The concept is we have a phrase that is opposite house. Opposite house, right? Whenever you use adjective opposite, this word is adjective and this word is house is a noun, right? So whenever you use adjective opposite before a noun, it always show the sense of contrary or contrary contrary or against. It shows the sense of contrary or against, right? And we have another phrase also, and the phrase is house opposite. The phrase is house opposite, right? in this in this phrase, you know it very well. You have a noun house and now you are getting an adjective after the noun. If this adjective opposite is used after the noun, now it shows the sense of facing. It shows the sense of facing. So we have two different phrases, that is opposite house, house opposite, right? So the concept is, opposite जो वर्ड है आपको मैंने बताया एडजेक्टिव होता है, नाउन के पहले भी यूज किया जाता है और नाउन के बाद में भी यूज करते हैं. जब ऑपोजिट एडजेक्टिव को नाउन के पहले यूज करते हैं तो उसका मीनिंग होता है कॉन्ट्रैरी और अगेंस्ट, के विरुद्ध, के खिलाफ की सेंस को शो करता है. बट यू जस्ट स्पीक व्हेन यू स्पीक लाइक हाउस ऑपोजिट, ऑपोजिट एडजेक्टिव नाउन के बाद में जब आता है तो इट शोज द सेंस ऑफ फेसिंग, सम्मुख, के सामने. दो अलग अलग सिचुएशन में ये यूज किया जाता है. नाउ इफ यू जस्ट अप्लाई इट इन द सेंटेंस, आई कुड सी स्मोक कमिंग फ्रॉम द विंडोज ऑफ द ऑपोजिट हाउस. तो यहाँ पे जो विंडोज की बात हो रखी है, windows are never against, windows are never contrary. It is talking about windows which are facing. Facing means the windows of facing house, right? जो सामने का हाउस है उसके हाउस की विंडोज से वो स्मोक की बात कर रहा है. तो फेसिंग की सेंस को शो करने के लिए जो एडजेक्टिव है वो नाउन के पहले ना आके एडजेक्टिव नाउन के बाद में आएगा. तो सेंटेंस को ओके करने के लिए यहां पे आप यूज करेंगे हाउस ऑपोजिट विल बी द राइट फ्रेज. हाउस ऑपोजिट विल बी द राइट आंसर. तो इस ऑपोजिट को सेंटेंस में से ड्रॉप कर देंगे, ड्रॉप दिस ऑपोजिट इन द सेंटेंस एंड apply this adjective after the noun house. So sentence will be like, I could see smoke coming from the windows of the house opposite. Now sentence will be fine. Are you getting my point? Yes. Adjective, we are discussing adjective. This is one of the most important chapters. So many concepts you will find in this chapter which are very crucial, or you can say they are they are entitled to learn, right? Okay, next sentence is, three first movie was not as better as the second one. Okay, in this sentence, you know it very well. This first, this word first is an ordinal number. This is ordinal number. And this word three is cardinal number. This is cardinal number, right? And the sequence is what? Proper sequence is what? Actually, if you talk about proper sequence, then make it sure. Initially, we use ordinals. Initially, we use ordinal numbers. After ordinal numbers, it comes cardinals. We use cardinals after ordinals. And in the last, we use multiplicatives. Multiplicatives. Whenever you just talk about sequence of numeral adjectives, the sequence of numeral adjectives will be like, initially you have to use ordinal numbers, ordinals, after that cardinals, and in last you have to use multiplicatives. Okay, what are ordinal numbers, sir? Ordinals are like first, second, and you can go to last. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. These are ordinal numbers. Second cardinals are like 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. These are cardinals. And multiplicatives, if you talk about like single, double, triple, single, double, or triple, like these are multiplicatives. So in this sentence, we know ordinals are used before cardinals. So proper sequence will be like, the first three movies was not three first. The first three movies were not, right? This will be the right sequence. And make it sure also, before ordinal numbers we use article the. Before ordinal numbers we use article the. And the next concept is, this is adverb. This word as is an adverb, and after this adverb we always use an adjective of positive degree. You know, this word better is an adjective of comparative degree, but we have different 5 adverbs. Adverbs are like as, so, to, very, and enough. These 5 adverbs always demand an adjective of positive degree. So you have to maintain this adjective of positive degree. It will be like good. Sentence will be like, the first three movies were not as good as the second one. The first three first, there or three, this will be the right sequence. Okay, there is something, you can say, typing mistake in this sentence, right? Okay, move to the next one. The problem proved extremely difficult to them. Yes, what do you think of this sentence? Yes. Okay, extremely difficulty. Okay, this word extremely is an adverb, and this word difficulty is a noun. Difficulty is a noun, and as we know, adverb always qualifies an adjective. Adverbs qualify an adjective, so adjective will be like difficult. Adjective will be like difficult. Now sentence will be fine. As we know, adverbs are used, adverbs qualifies an adjective, not a noun, right? So this difficulty is a noun and we require adjective here. Reason I know, reason we know ki adverbs qualifies to adjectives, not nouns, right? So sentence will be like, the problem proved extremely difficult to them. Okay, move to the next sentence. All participants wrote their contact number opposite to their names. Opposite to their names. Okay, here also in this sentence you can imagine, you can observe this Wrote is a verb. Before verb, this is subject, right? And after verb, this is object. Contact number, this is object. And after object, this is preposition. And all prepositions are followed by prepositional object. So now it becomes their names is prepositional object. And the concept is, if a word opposite itself is a preposition, so don't use any other preposition with this preposition opposite. So drop preposition 2. Sentence will be like, all participants wrote their contact number opposite their names. Opposite their names. Now sentence will be fine. Okay, move to the next sentence. These animals make very good pets if these are treated good. Okay, do you know this verb treated is an action verb? This verb treated is an action verb. Verbs are of two type. One is action verb, second one is linking verb, right? I said if you talk about main verb, then main verb are of two types. One is action verb, and second one is linking verb, right? Linking verbs are those which link. Okay, make it sure action verbs are followed by adverbs. Action verbs are followed by adverbs, right? And linking verbs are followed by a complement. Linking verbs are followed by a complement, and complement can be noun, pronoun, or adjective. So linking verbs are followed by adjectives, and action verbs are followed by adverbs. So this is the concept. So if you apply it in the sentence, as I said, this verb treat is an action verb, and after action verb we use what? Adverbs. But this word good is an adjective. So to make this word adverb, you have to use a word well. Well adverb will be there. Sentence will be fine now. Sentence will be fine now. Sentence will be like, these animals make very good pets if these are treated well. And what are the linking verbs? Always remember verbs like feel, smell, look, taste, appear, seem, sound, go, get, grow, become, be, keep, reach, prove, remain, stay, sound. These are linking verbs. And except all these verbs, rest verbs are action verbs. Action verbs are followed by adverbs, and linking verbs are followed by adjectives. So this is action verb. We don't need any adjective after action verb. We need an adverb. So in place of good, well will be there. Sentence will be fine now. Okay, so move to the next sentence. Both the boys were taller enough to reach the container. Okay, this word taller is an adjective. This is an adjective, and adjective of comparative degree, right? This is adjective of comparative degree. This word enough is an adverb. Make it sure word enough has two different nature. Word enough is an adjective as well as adverb. So whenever you get enough after adjective, it always becomes adverb, right? And make it sure enough is the only adverb in entire English which is followed by an adjective of positive degree. I said enough entire English में, पूरी English में इकलौती ऐसी adverb है जो positive degree के adjective के बाद में use की जाती है. So enough is the only adverb that is used after its adjective of positive degree, but this taller is an adjective of comparative degree. To make this positive degree, just use tall. Sentence will be like, both the boys were tall enough to reach the containers. Are you getting my point? Yes. Are you getting everything? I said enough is the only adverb which is used after its adjective of positive degree. Are you getting my point? Okay. Huh. The concept is enough is the only adverb that is used after its adjective of positive degree. Okay, let us move to the next sentence. Kamal is a strange person that I have ever met. Here in this sentence, we have a person named Kamal. Okay, and in the sentence, the comparison of Kamal is with that I have ever met in my life. So if it is said that I have ever met in my life, so here I am talking about all persons that I have ever met, right? So whenever you just compare, whenever there is comparison among more than two, whenever there is comparison among more than two, this is Kamal, one person that I have ever met, it denotes to all persons that I have ever met. Comparison is between among more than two. Here in this situation, we use an adjective of superlative degree. This word person is a noun, and before this noun, adjective of superlative degree will be there. So sentence will be like, Kamal is the strangest person. Kamal is the most strange person. Most strange is the most strange person. Kamal is the most strange person. This is superlative degree, and we use article the before an adjective of superlative degree, right? So sentence will be like, Kamal is the most strange person that I have ever met in my life, right? Okay, move to the next sentence. The works of Shakespeare are more famous than that of other English author. Okay, here in this sentence, make it sure are more famous than. Okay, here we are talking about one person, you have English author, and second one is what? One is Shakespeare and second one is English author. So there is comparison between two, right? But here there is no any comparison between two different authors. Actually, the comparison is between the works of Shakespeare with the works of any other English author. So comparison is between the works or literary acts. The comparison is of, you can say, the works. Comparison of works is here, right? So this works is a plural noun, and whenever we just talk about any plural noun, to demonstrate any plural noun, we use plural demonstrative adjective, and to make this plural demonstrative adjective, word will be like those of any other English author. The works of uh, Shakespeare are more famous than those of any other English author, right? Sentence will be like that, like this. Okay, okay, next sentence is, the surface must be good prepared. Okay, here in this sentence, must is a modal auxiliary verb. This be because of passive voice, and in passive voice we use third form of the verb, main verb, and this main verb is an action verb. So to qualify a verb, we don't need any adjective. Actually, we need an adverb. So sentence will be like, the surface must be well prepared before anyone starts to paint it, right? Sentence will be like, the surface must be well prepared before anyone starts to paint it. Okay, next sentence is, the nearest chapter deals with the post-war situation. Here you have an adjective of superlative degree, nearest, but as per requirement, as per situation, we don't need nearest. Actually, we are talking about chapter, and chapter can't be nearest. Next adjective of superlative degree next will be there. The sentence will be like, the next chapter deals with the post-war situation. Okay, next one is, the later half of the movie that we watched. Okay, you know, we have a word later, and the another word is latter, right? One is latest and one is last. These are adjectives of comparative degree, these are adjectives of superlative degree. You know, the meaning of later is, you can say second of the two, later, not afterwards. Word later shows the sense of afterwards. Okay, and it denotes the time. It denotes the time. LATTER, it shows the sense of second of the two. Second of the two. Second of the two. So it denotes position, not time. LATTER, latter, it shows the sense of second of the two. It denotes position. It denotes position. Okay. Latest shows the sense of recent. It denotes time, right? And last shows the sense of final, right? And it shows position. Okay. So here it is said later half. So meaning of later half is, you can say, afterwards, but we know a movie has two halves, right? Anything has two halves, and here we are talking about second of the two. We are talking about second of the two. So to show the sense of second of the two, you have to use word latter. The latter half of the movie that we watched is very interesting, you can say, right? Is very interesting. Yeah, for was even more interesting, you can also speak like this. The latter half of the movie that we watched was even more interesting. Sentence will be like this. Okay, our school has got some dedicated teachers to their jobs. Okay, this is very interesting concept. The concept is, here we have a noun, teachers, right? Teachers is a noun. Dedicated, this word dedicated is an adjective, and after this noun you are getting a preposition to. You are getting a preposition to, and make it sure there is this preposition to don't have any relation between these two nouns. This preposition to doesn't have any relation between both the nouns. Actually, this preposition to is related to this adjective dedicated. Word dedicated always demands a preposition to. Dedicated to our work, dedicated to his work. We always speak like this. So the concept is, if an adjective which is preceded by a noun and is followed by if an adjective is used before a noun, and that adjective directly related to the preposition, in this situation we use this adjective not before the noun, after the noun, right? The concept is, जब कोई भी, मान लो कोई भी एडजेक्टिव आपको यूज किया गया है, नाउन से पहले आपने एडजेक्टिव यूज कर रखा है, बट इस नाउन के बाद जो प्रेपोजिशन दे रखी है, इस प्रेपोजिशन का रिलेशन यदि नाउन से ना होके इस प्रेपोजिशन का रिलेशन जब एडजेक्टिव से हो जाए, जनरली हम क्या करते हैं, एडजेक्टिव नाउन से पहले आता है, लेकिन इस नाउन के बाद जो प्रेपोजिशन है, यदि इस एडजेक्टिव का रिलेशन इस प्रेपोजिशन से है, तो इस एडजेक्टिव के तुरंत बाद प्रेपोजिशन आएगी ना. दैट्स व्हाई एडजेक्टिव को हम क्या यूज कर लेते हैं, नाउन के बाद में यूज कर लिया करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई से we are a team of confident players of our success. We are a team of confident players of our success. Okay, in this sentence, here we have a noun players, confident is an adjective, और ये जो preposition है of नाउन के बाद में यूज की गई है. अब हम देख सकते हैं कि ये जो प्रेपोजिशन है इसका रिलेशन नाउन से नहीं है, प्लेयर्स ऑफ आवर सक्सेस नहीं है. इस ऑफ का रिलेशन बेशक किससे है, कॉन्फिडेंट नाम के एडजेक्टिव से है. वी ऑलवेज स्पीक लाइक कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ आवर सक्सेस, ही इज कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ हिज सक्सेस, शी इज कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ हर सक्सेस. वी स्पीक लाइक दिस, राइट. सो जब इस एडजेक्टिव का रिलेशन इस प्रेपोजिशन से है तो आमतौर पे एडजेक्टिव नाउन से पहले आता है, लेकिन ये जो प्रेपोजिशन आई है एडजेक्टिव के लिए आई है, दैट्स व्हाई ये एडजेक्टिव कहाँ पे हो जाएगा, नाउन के पहले नहीं, इसको नाउन के बाद में यूज करेंगे. सेंटेंस ओके हो जाएगा. वी आर अ टीम ऑफ प्लेयर्स, वी आर अ टीम ऑफ प्लेयर्स कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ आवर सक्सेस, राइट. सेंटेंस विल बी like this. Okay, for example, if I say he is always, he is uh, he is a busy man with his work. If I speak like he is a busy man with his work, here word busy is an adjective before noun man, but you have a preposition after noun with, and word adjective busy always demands a preposition with it, right? So sentence will be like, he is a man busy with his work. He is a man busy with his work. Sentence will be like this. Okay, so move to the next sentence. The next sentence is, its magnificent proportions make this place the most unique among the builders of the world. Okay, do you know this word unique is an adjective? This word unique is an adjective, and this is non-comparable adjective. Non-comparable means which you can't compare, right? Or these are the adjectives which look positive degree, but these are superlative in their meaning. And the concept is, some of the adjectives, some of the non-gradable, these are non-gradable adjectives or non-comparable adjectives. You can't use any adjectives like more or most before these adjectives. And what are the adjectives? If you talk about, like, if I say unique, perfect, excellent, major, minor, right? And unmatched, unparalleled, solar, milky, lunar, lonely, lively, lovely, full, empty, right? And you can say unique, perfect, okay, excellent. These are the adjectives which are non-gradable adjectives, right? Or non-comparable adjectives. Usually uh, the error can be made by giving any adjective like more or most, right? Don't use any adjective of superlative degree like most, and article will also be dropped. Sentence will be, its magnificent proportions make this place unique among the buildings of the world. Sentence will be like this. Okay, this is non-gradable adjectives, non-comparable adjectives. Okay, move to the next sentence. Please arrive no later than 8 o'clock. Okay, here we know, here it is talking about please arrive no afterwards, to show the sense of afterwards, right? You can just move to the last slide. To show the sense of afterwards, we use a word like later, later, right? So here don't use later in place of later, later, later. This will be the right answer. Please arrive no later than 8 o'clock. Okay, next sentence. His most annoyed habit was eating with his mouth open. Up here, mouth is a noun and open is an adjective. So normally we use adjective before a noun. Sentence will be like, his most annoyed habit was eating with his open mouth. Eating with his open mouth. Okay, move to the next sentence. The next sentence is, we have never seen these kinds of animals, and make it sure. Okay, next sentence is, we have never seen these kind of animals. Okay, the concept is, we have some adjectives like, if you talk about some adjectives like these or those, these are the adjectives, or you can say demonstrative adjectives, and these adjectives are followed by a plural noun, right? So sentence will be like, we have never seen these kinds of animals. These kinds of animals. Advice of an old man is always better than that of a young man's. Okay, here we are comparing advice. Here we are comparing advice. This is uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns are considered as singular. So the advice of an old man is always better than the advice of a young man. So either you just say young man's. This young man's is also possession. And the young man's, the meaning of young man's is what? The advice of. The advice of a young man. This is the meaning of young man's, right? Either you just speak like this, okay? Or if you just want to apply that of, or you can also speak like, then that of. This word that of denotes to the advice of, right? ये that of का मतलब होता है advice को ही बताता है. Demonstrative pronoun होता है, demonstrative pronoun. That of a young man. That of a young man. Either you just speak advice of an old man is always better than a young man's. This is okay. This is okay. Or you just speak like than that of a young man. Both will be the right answer. You can make this sentence okay by both the ways, right? Either you say than a young man's or than that of a young man. Okay, move to the next sentence. Can Mohan run as faster as your brother? Make it sure some of the adverbs like as, so, to, very, and enough. These 5 words are adverb in nature. These are adverbs in nature, and make it sure after these adverbs we use an adjective, and this adjective must be of positive degree. This adjective must be of positive degree. So if you apply it in the sentence will be like this is adverb, and after this adverb we use adjective or adverb of positive degree. So positive degree adjective adverb will be like what? Fast. Sentence will be can Mohan run as fast as your brother can. Okay, now sentence is okay. Move to the next sentence. I have not ever seen any person as miser as my boss is. Okay, this word as is an adverb, and this word miser is a noun. And as we know, adverb qualifies an adjective, not a noun. So noun, this is noun, and adjective is what? Miserly. This word is adjective in nature. So sentence will be like, I have not ever seen any person as miserly as my boss is. As miserly as my boss is. Word miser is a noun, right? Miser means koi कंजूस इंसान, कंजूस व्यक्ति. Miserly is an adjective. The meaning of miserly is कंजूस, right? And adverb, if you talk about, you can say in a miserly manner, or like a miser. You can speak like this to make it an adverb. Okay, these houses are the most ideal for the families with young children. Word this ideal is also an adjective of non-gradable. This is non-gradable adjective, and make it sure we don't use any further adjective like more or most before these words. So sentence will be like these houses are ideal for families with young children. These are non-gradable adjectives. Okay, move to the next sentence. The proper celebrations always begin on the last stroke of the midnight. Okay, now remember we have a phrase proper celebration. Proper celebration, right? So whenever this adjective proper comes before a noun, it shows the sense of right, exact. Okay, right or exact. This proper shows the sense of right or exact. But we have another phrase also. We also speak like celebration proper. Celebration proper. So make it sure whenever this adjective proper is used after the noun, whenever this adjective used after the noun, it shows the sense of. Now this adjective shows the sense of in true sense. In true sense, सही मायने में, in real, in true sense or in real, सही मायने में, एक्चुअल में, असल में की सेंस को ये शो करता है. सो नाउ इफ यू जस्ट अप्लाई इट इन द सेंटेंस, द प्रॉपर सेलिब्रेशन मीन्स राइट सेलिब्रेशन always begins on the last stroke of the midnight, but celebration can't be right or exact. Celebration which begin on the last stroke of the midnight is, you can say, in true sense. In true sense celebration, सही मायने में celebration जो है वो begin होता है on the last stroke. So हम यहाँ पे sentence में in true sense की को show कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. जो मीनिंग कन्वे किया जा रहा है वो इन ट्रू सेंस और इन रियल की सेंस को शो करने के लिए हम यूज करेंगे नॉट प्रॉपर सेलिब्रेशन बट celebration proper. So if you just want to make this sentence okay, use this adjective after the noun. Here adjective will be, यहाँ पे adjective आप यूज करेंगे noun के बाद में. Sentence will be the celebration proper always begin. The celebrations proper always begin on the last stroke of midnight. Now the sentence is fine. Okay, which is better city, Mumbai or Kolkata? Here we are talking about two cities, Mumbai, one is, this is Kolkata. Okay, and we are showing selection. We are talking about selection between both the cities, right? And make it sure in case of selection, we use an adjective of comparative degree. We use an adjective of comparative degree, but in this situation we use article the before adjective of comparative degree. Before adjective of comparative degree we use article the. Make it sure in entire English we have two different concepts, two different situations in which we use article the before an adjective of comparative degree. We use article the before superlative degree. It is well known for us, okay? But before comparative degree also we can use article the. We have only two concepts. One is of selection, one is the case of selection, and the second one is of relative increase decrease. Whenever you talk about selection or relative increase decrease, in this situation we use an adjective of comparative degree and article the is used before that. Okay, so to make this sentence okay, speak like which is the better city, Mumbai or Kolkata, right? Sentence is fine now. Okay, the first chapter was the most difficult one, but this one is even more interesting. Okay, in the first sentence it is talking about first chapter. So here we are talking about one chapter. So difficult is an adjective and we are talking about positive degree. Here word most is an adverb, and whenever word most is an adverb it shows the sense of very. It shows the sense of very, and this is not an adjective of superlative degree, so that's why drop article the, and sentence will be like the first chapter was very difficult one, but this one is even more interesting. And now this is the second one. Here comparison between two, and whenever comparison is between two we use an adjective of comparative degree. It is okay, it is fine, but the concept is here word most is an adverb. It shows the sense of very, right? Okay, for example, if I say it is a most important chapter, it is a most important chapter. Here you can observe subject is it. We are talking about one. This chapter is a singular noun. this adjective of positive degree, this is an adjective of positive degree, and we are talking about one chapter. That's why this word most is an adverb. Adverb qualifies an adjective, adjective qualifies a noun, and here we are talking about singular noun. That's why we have used article a, right? So sentence is fine. Here also this word most is not an adjective, this is pure adverb, right? So sentence is okay, drop article the before that. Okay, you can't use the over here in this sentence, don't use the. Here we are talking about singular noun, that's why it is a most important chapter. Okay. It would be more preferable. This word preferable is an adjective of comparative degree, right? This adjective preferable is only used whenever there is comparison between two. Whenever there is comparison between two, so many adjectives comes under this list, like junior, senior, anterior, posterior, superior, inferior, prior, elder, preferable. These are the adjectives of comparative degree, and make it sure we never use any adjective like more before these adjectives, right? Don't use more before these adjectives. So sentence will be, it will be more preferable. Drop this word more, and make it sure also word preferable always demands two. Preferable demands two. Junior, senior, anterior, posterior, all these adjectives demand two. So sentence will be like, it would be preferable to employ two people rather than one. Okay, move to the next one. His ideas are stranger than effective. Okay, this is an adjective, adjective of comparative degree. This is an adjective, this is positive degree adjective, and the concept is whenever two qualities, this one is the first quality, this one is the second quality, when two qualities of a single person or thing, this is the subject, both the qualities belongs to what, his ideas, this is the subject, right? When two qualities of a single person or thing are compared with then, in this situation, don't use er format, don't use er format, and we simply use more plus positive degree, and more plus positive degree will be like more strange than effective. Sentence will be fine now. If two qualities of a single person or thing are compared with then, don't use er format and simply use more plus positive degree. This is the concept. Okay, sentence will be like his ideas are more stranger than difficult. If I say a sentence, Sanskrit is older than difficult, you are wiser than rich. These are two different sentences. Same thing are in the sentences, like here we are talking about Sanskrit, here we are talking about a person, you. Okay, this quality older and difficult are compared with then, conjunction, and these both the qualities belong to what, Sanskrit. If two qualities of a single person or thing are compared with, then don't use er format. In place of er format, more plus positive degree, more old will be there, and sentence will be fine. Now Sanskrit is more old than difficult. Now the sentence is okay. Okay, in the second sentence, you are wiser, this is the comparative degree, rich is the positive degree, and both the qualities of a single person are compared with then. In this situation, don't use er format and use more plus positive degree. Sentence will be like you are more wise than rich, you are more wise than rich. So same thing happens here in the last sentence, same thing is in the sentence 28. His ideas are more strange than effective. Okay, the design of this car is much different, okay, from other cars. Okay, here the comparison is not between two cars, no, The comparison is between the design. Design is a singular noun. So here we are talking about the design of other cars. So to demonstrate a noun design, we require a demonstrative pronoun, and that demonstrative pronoun will be that of. That of means the design of other cars. The design of other cars. Now the sentence is fine. Okay. Next sentence, lack of exercise is also a risk factor for heart disease, but it's relatively smaller. Okay. Make it sure we have two different adverbs. Adverbs are like relatively or comparatively. We have two different adverbs, relatively and comparatively. These are the adverbs of comparative degree. Okay, and make it sure after these adverbs, comparatively and relatively, we use an adjective of positive degree. This word smaller is an adjective of comparative degree. To make it positive degree, use small. Sentence will be like, lack of exercise is also a risk factor for heart disease, but it's relatively small when compared with others, right? So what are two different adjectives? What are two different adverbs? One is relatively, and second one is comparatively. Relatively और comparatively के साथ ये दोनों adverb हैं. इनके साथ में जो adjective आएगा वो adjective हमेशा positive degree का होता है. पॉजिटिव डिग्री का एडजेक्टिव आप इनके बाद में यूज करेंगे सर. ये कॉन्सेप्ट आपका बनता है. वी यूज एन एडजेक्टिव ऑफ पॉजिटिव डिग्री. दैट्स इट. अप्लाई करोगे सेंटेंस ओके हो जाएगा. डन. रिलेटिवली कंपैरेटिवली के बाद में जो एडजेक्टिव आएगा वो पॉजिटिव डिग्री का होगा. नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस, देयर सीम्स टू बी लेस टूरिस्ट अराउंड दिस ईयर. Okay, this word tourist is a countable noun, or you can say plural noun. And make it sure before this plural noun we need an adjective, but this adjective must be few. So the comparative degree of fewer will be there. That's it. So sentence, the concept is what? We use little or much before uncountable nouns. Before uncountable nouns we use adjectives like little, कम की सेंस के लिए little, ज़्यादा की सेंस के लिए much. And we use few and many. Few और many जो adjectives होते हैं are used before countable nouns. बिफोर काउंटेबल नाउन्स कम की सेंस के लिए फ्यू, ज़्यादा की सेंस के लिए मैनी आता है. अनकाउंटेबल नाउन से पहले कम की सेंस के लिए लिटल, ज़्यादा की सेंस के लिए मच आता है. दिस इज द केस. सो हियर दिस वर्ड टूरिस्ट is a countable noun, this is plural noun, and before plural noun we use a few or you can say many. And the comparative degree, less is the comparative degree of little, so we have to use comparative degree of few, and comparative degree of few will be fewer. So sentence will be like, there seems to be fewer tourists around this year. Fewer tourists around this year. Okay, examinations conducted by UPSC are more conceptual than bank. Okay, examinations conducted by UPSC are more conceptual than bank. Okay, here we are talking about examinations. There is no any comparison between UPSC and bank. The comparison is of examinations. This is the plural noun, examinations. And make it sure, to demonstrate a noun, plural noun, examinations, we need a demonstrative pronoun, right? We need a demonstrative pronoun here. So demonstrative pronoun, to add demonstrative pronoun, speak like then those of bank. Then those of bank. Now sentence will be fine. Examinations conducted by UPSC are more conceptual than those of bank. Okay, we should have had, okay, a discussion proper. I told you proper, the meaning of word proper. Okay, let me check. Proper language, language proper, word proper. Yes, here it is. Whenever you talk about proper celebration, it shows the sense of right or exact. And if you say celebration proper, it shows the sense of in true sense, in real sense. Okay. So here in the sentence, it is said we should have had a discussion. Discussion of what? Discussion, right? Discussion. We are talking about we should have had a discussion or an exact discussion we are talking about. So to show the sense of right or exact, we require this adjective before a noun. Before a noun, we need it. So if you just apply it before noun, if you use it here, right? If you speak like we should have had a proper discussion before voting, and the meaning of proper discussion, meaning of proper is you can say exact or right discussion now. Okay, move to the next sentence. The president is elder to the prime minister of the country. Here the comparison is between president and the prime minister, and make it sure whenever we just compare the age of two persons. Here the comparison is between the age of two different persons. Here we are not talking about siblings. When you talking about brothers, sisters, or siblings, when you talk about, or when you talk about blood relation, in that situation we use elder. But whenever you just talk in the context of age, right? So in that particular situation, we use adjective older, right? And this word older demands a conjunction then. Sentence will be like, the president is older than the prime minister of the country. Okay. But when there is blood relation, or you can say any case of siblings, in that situation we use elder. I think you are getting my point. Next sentence is, they watched his ship moving further. Further, the meaning of further is, you can say additionally. The meaning of further is additionally. But here we are talking about they watched the ship moving more distant away gradually, more distant. To show the sense of more distant, we use a word farther. We use a word farther. Sentence will be, the was the ship moving farther away gradually, right? Okay. Nobody can ever approve of actions of a weak and a coward man. Here we have a noun man, and this word coward is also, a noun. So if you just want to make it okay, either you just drop man or you say cowardly man. Either say cowardly man. If you speak like this, cowardly man, sentence will be fine. Or you just say coward, and the sentence will be, nobody can ever approve of actions. But this is also adjective, na? This is also adjective, so this one will be also adjective. So speak like a cowardly man. Speak like cowardly man. Now sentence will be fine. This is adjective. There is connection between the same case. There must be connection between same case. This is first adjective, this is second adjective, and both the adjectives are used for this noun man. So sentence will be, nobody can ever approve of actions of a weak and cowardly man. I hope you are getting my point. And now I think it's enough from my side. I just keep my finger crossed for you, and it's enough. So kindly share this session with all your friends and relatives. Invite them all. You have your classes of English at 4 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Subscribe Crack Grade B if you have not subscribed it yet. So take care. Goodbye. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you very much.